Hi there, and welcome to West Kentucky Academic Bowl. I'm your host, Jeremy Krug, and we're on the campus of West Kentucky Community and Technical College in Paducah with two teams who've made it to the championship match of this year's 2025 Academic Bowl. They'll be playing a game of quick recall where today's winning team will walk away with $8,000 in scholarship cash. On today's show, we have McCracken County High School taking on Ballard Memorial High School. Let's meet our contestants. We'll start with McCracken County. First, we have Colin McCurran, who's on the Astronomy Club. Next, we have Pratha Patel, who plays tennis. Next, we have Eden Bridge Hayes, who is an antique book collector. And finally, playing for McCracken, we have Ella Shoup, who plays in a rock band. The McCracken County team is coached by Tammy Bohannon. On the opposing team, we have Ballard Memorial High School. Let's meet them. First, we have Chetan Gorastisa, who's on the chess team. Next is Alex Hammonds, who plays the trumpet. Next, we have Chipper Collins, who's the captain of the tennis team. And finally, playing for Ballard Memorial, we have Brady Sladen, who plays the clarinet. And Ballard Memorial is coached by Zachary Lisenby. We're going to go ahead and play the first half. I'll ask 30 questions. When you answer a toss-up question correctly, you'll earn the first chance for your team to answer the bonus. Let's go ahead and get started with toss-up 1. Express your answer as a fraction. Evaluate the expression sine of 17 pi divided by 6. McCracken, Pratha.
1/2.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 2. Consider the following chemical reaction. Ammonium chloride solution is added to a beaker containing dilute sodium hydroxide solution. Give the formula for the gas produced as this reaction occurs.
Iodisonate Collins.
Sulfuric acid.
Incorrect, Captain.
No answer.
The answer is NH3, the formula for ammonia. Toss-up 3. This composer's first symphony is subtitled Winter Daydreams, and he often substituted waltzes for scherzi in his symphonies. Another of his works portrays snowflakes dancing in a forest. That work also includes waltzing flowers and a battle between a rodent king and the title character, a magic McCracken Eden.
Tchaikovsky.
That is correct. It is Tchaikovsky. Here's your bonus 4. This country traces its roots to the kingdom of Lanshan. The communist group in this country took power in 1975 under Quezon Pramvihane. What is this Southeast Asian country whose capital lies in Vientiane?
Myanmar.
Incorrect, Captain.
Cambodia.
No, the answer is Laos. Toss-up 4. Consider the function f of x equals quantity x squared minus 2x closed quantity divided by quantity x squared minus 4 closed quantity. Find the value of x for which the discontinuity, McCracken Pratha.
2.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 6. These people may have been descendants of the Gruthungi. After losing the battles of Tagine and Mons Lactarius to the Byzantine Empire, they splintered and moved out of Italy. What people, whose rulers included Theodoric the Great, were the eastern counterparts of the Visigoths?
Iodisonate Ella.
Ostrogoths.
That is correct. It is Ostrogoths. Toss-up 7. This 18-year-old beauty lives in Terrytown, New York, where men compete for her hand in marriage and her father's farming fortune. Schoolteacher Ichabod Crane relinquishes his pursuit of McCracken Eden.
Katrina von Tassel.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, number 8. This musical genre's second period style was exemplified by the work of Adrian Velert, which are much more restrained than Luca Marenzio's works in this genre. These through-composed works are often used text by Petrarch or Tasso, which was enhanced by an excess of word painting. This genre fell out of favor following the careers of Carlo Gesualdo and Claudio Monteverde. Name this popular secular vocal genre of the late Renaissance.
Madrigal.
That is correct. Toss-up 9. 200 liters of carbon dioxide gas are held in a container at negative 73 degrees Celsius. The pressure exerted by the gas on the container is 2 atmospheres. If the pressure is held constant and the temperature is increased to 400 kelvins, what is the new volume, in liters, of the gas, assuming the container is free to expand or contract? McCracken Colin.
4.
Incorrect. Ballard Chipper.
3.
No, the answer is 400 liters. Toss up 10. In this novel, Gertrude Morel becomes unhappy with her coal miner husband, Walter, and devotes herself to her son, Paul. Paul has affairs with Miriam McCracken Eden.
Sons and Lovers.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 11. Y varies inversely with X. When Y is 6, X is 4. Find Y when X is 3.
8. 8.
That is correct.
Good job, guys.
We'll check our score at this time. We have a score of McCracken County 8, Ballard Memorial 0. We're going to go ahead and continue with toss-up 12. When performing this dance, the dancers receive a red envelope wrapped inside lettuce. One dancer represents the head and the other dancer the body of the titular animal. What is this dance performed during the Chinese New Year that is based on a feline's behavior? Ballard Alex.
The lion dance.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 13. When people tell you their preferred pronouns, they use pronouns in this category. Identify the class of pronouns that include they, us, and him.
Descriptive.
Incorrect, Captain.
Personal.
That is correct. It is personal. Toss up 14. This type of heat transfer can be natural or forced. In nature, currents caused by it create wind, storms, and clouds, as well as mantle movement that controls plate tectonics. McCracken Colin.
Convection.
That is correct. It is convection. Here's your bonus, 15. The first one of these restaurants opened in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1925, and the last one closed in Lake George, New York in 2022. Known for their orange roofs and 28 flavors of ice cream, this restaurant became best known as a roadside stop throughout the United States during the 1960s and 70s. Name this restaurant chain named after its founder, which shares its name with a chain of hotels.
Marriott.
Incorrect. Ballard?
Hilton.
No, the answer is Howard Johnson's. Toss up 16. What is the result when you multiply the complex number 6 plus 3i by its complex conjugate? McCracken Ella.
45.
That is correct. It is 45. Here's your bonus, 17. This writer was the first person in America to have a volume of poetry published. The author to her book, Upon the Burning of Our House, and To My Dear and Loving Husband are three of her best-loved works. Identify this poet, whose verse was collected in The Tenth Muse Lately Sprung Up in America.
Bradstreet.
That is correct. It was Anne Bradstreet. Toss-up 18. This is the only Shakespeare play-turned-movie to have won the Best Picture Oscar. It was directed by and starred Laurence Olivier as the Prince of Denmark. What 1948 film? McCracken Eden.
Hamlet.
That is correct. It was Hamlet. Here's your bonus, 19. This polysaccharide comprises 3,000 or more units of glucose. It composes 50% of wood and 90% of cotton and is digestible by herbivorous animals but not by humans. Name this complex carbohydrate which forms plants' cell walls.
I designate Colin.
Cellulose.
That is correct. It is cellulose. Toss up 20. Created by advertising executives Robert Cox and David Cantor, this three-word phrase became popular in the early 1980s when then First Lady of the United States used it to answer an elementary school student's question on how to respond to peer pressure. McCracken Ella.
Just say no.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 21. The normality of solution is calculated by using equivalents. 49 grams of H2SO4 are dissolved in 500 milliliters of water. The formula weight of H2SO4 is 98 grams per mole. What is the normality of this solution in respect to the hydrogen ion?
Two.
That is correct.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and check our score once again. We have the score of McCracken County with 16, Ballard with 1. Here's toss-up 22. The volume of a rectangular prism is 10 cubic units, and each dimension of the prism is tripled to form a new prism. In cubic units, find the volume of the new prism. McCracken Protha.
270.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 23. This character's alleged death is mourned in the song One More Angel in Heaven. His solos include Close Every Door and Any Dream Will Do, and in one song, the chorus inspires him to go, 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 after which he rises to glory by interpreting the dreams of the Pharaoh. Name this a biblical character in an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical who owns an amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Joseph.
That is correct. It is Joseph. Toss up 24. This dynasty's third ruler took a name meaning perpetual happiness after deposing his own nephew, who was the designated heir of this dynasty's founder, the Hongwu Emperor. The sea voyages of Zheng He and the construction of the Forbidden City occurred during this period. What Chinese dynasty lasted from 1368 to 1644 and was succeeded by the Qing? McCracken Ella.
Ming.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 25. This type of musical ornamentation is sometimes confused with acciaccatura. Whether short or long, it is an ornamental note played before a chord's principal note. Identify this type of grace note.
No answer.
That's incorrect. Ballard?
No answer.
The answer is appoggiatura. Toss up 26. X and Y vary directly. When x equals 4, y equals 16. Find y when x equals 12. McCracken Prophet.
48.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 27. This two-word phrase consists of Latin words meaning interchange and the past participle of to turn. What is this alliterative phrase meaning the other way around?
Vice versa. Vice versa.
That is correct.
Nice job.
Toss up 28. This scientist's name is used for the process of removing remnant magnetic fields. This physicist names a theorem stating that the divergence of B equals 0, as well as a theorem relating the electric flux through a surface to the charge contained within it. Name McCracken Colin.
Ampere.
Incorrect. I'll continue. Name this German physicist and mathematician who names a unit of magnetic field strength and the bell curve distribution. Ballard Alex.
Watt.
No, the answer is Gauss, Carl Gauss. Toss up 29. This highway has an 80-mile-per-hour speed limit for a 550-mile stretch between Fernley, Nevada, and the Wyoming-Utah state line. As it passes through different states, it is sometimes called the Indiana Toll Road and the Ohio Turnpike. Name this highway that travels 2,900 miles through 11 states, the second longest interstate highway in the United States. McCracken Eden.
I-74.
Incorrect. Ballard Alex.
I-70.
No, it's I-80, Interstate 80. Toss up 30. This aspect of the Statue of Liberty was designed by Gustave Eiffel. What word names the skeletal framework that supports a wax, plaster, or clay sculpture? Ballard Chipper.
Wireframe.
Incorrect. McCracken Eden.
Armature.
That is correct. It is the armature. We are at halftime. We've just asked 30 questions. We'll go ahead and take a look at our score. It looks like McCracken County is leading Ballard Memorial by a score of 22-1. We're going to take a short break for halftime. We'll be right back with more of our championship match on West Kentucky Academic Bowl. Don't go away. Welcome back to West Kentucky Academic Bowl. We're in our championship match, and at halftime, the score is McCracken County 22, Ballard Memorial 1. We have a couple of new players in for Ballard Memorial, so we're going to introduce them. First of all, we have Sanana Beauregard, who is the captain of the girls' tennis team. And next we have Isaac Mathis, who is in the HOSA organization. We're going to go ahead and start the second half, so let's begin with toss-up 1. Films in this two-word genre include Laura and the Maltese Falcon. They were characterized by stark lighting, cynical protagonists, complicated plots, and an air of disillusionment. Give the name of this genre, which includes the French word for black. McCracken Eden.
Film noir.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 2. Zhang Heng is thought to have created a device for measuring these occurrences in 132 AD. They occur frequently in California and similar regions because of features such as the San Andreas Fault. Identify this term for geological events that are measured using the Richter scale.
I designate Colin.
Earthquake.
That is correct. Toss up 3. In the interior of circle X, chords A, B, and CD intersect at point E. The length of segment AE is 5 units, and the length of segment BE is 10 units. If the length of segment CE is 8 units, find the length of segment DE in units. McCracken Pratha.
25/4.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 4. This 1883 Supreme Court case demonstrated jurisdiction in rem, namely the power of the court to consider an inanimate object as a defendant rather than a person. It centered around whether or not Chippewa lands in Minnesota were considered soil on which federal law could be applied and enforced. Name this decision in which the court ruled that Congress had the power to regulate and seize liquor being traded on Native American lands.
No answer.
Incorrect. Ballard?
No answer.
The answer is U.S. versus 43 gallons of whiskey. Toss-up 5. This architectural word can refer to the wall in a mosque that always houses the niche known as a mihrab. McCracken Eden.
No answer.
Incorrect. I'll continue. What word also names the direction of Mecca's Kaaba shrine toward which all Muslims turn to pray? That's time. The answer is Qibla. Toss-up 6. Artificially prepared ones of these are known as liposomes, and they were a topic of study that led to the 2013 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. They are incorporated into cell membranes through the process of exocytosis and endocytosis. Give the term for these cell transport structures made from McCracken Colin.
Vesicles.
That is correct. It is vesicles. Here's your bonus 7. This dramatist included autobiographical elements in The Captain's Tiger, Valley Song, and Playland. The Blood Knot, the first installment of his so-called family trilogy, played in New York and London to critical acclaim, who opposed apartheid in nearly all of his works, including Master Harold and The Boys.
Fugard.
That is correct. Toss-up 8. The random variable p represents the number of the pets in a household in a particular subdivision, where each household has no pets, exactly one pet, or exactly two pets. Suppose that the proportion of households with no pets is 0.6 and that the proportion of households with exactly one pet is 0.1. As a decimal, what is the expected value of McCracken Ella?
0.7.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 9. He was the first person to hold the position of Deputy Prime Minister in Great Britain, and his administration pursued the nationalization of public utilities. A veteran of the Gallipoli campaign, he served as Lord Privy Seal and Dominion Secretary of the wartime government and served in the government throughout the war. Name this British Prime Minister who created the National Health Service and led the Labour Party to a landslide victory over Churchill's government in 1945.
Smith.
Incorrect. Ballard?
Chamberlain.
No, it was Clement Attlee. Toss-up 10. This Roman goddess's temple was appropriately located in the Campus Martius. She was the counterpart of the Greek goddess Enyo, named the Roman goddess of war. That's time. The answer is Bologna. Toss-up 11. This chemist was the first to correctly calculate the size of molecules in air, and in his pamphlet Chemical Studies, he proposed two-dimensional portrayals of organic molecules very similar to those used today. The number 6.02 times 10, McCracken Colin.
Avogadro.
Incorrect. I'll continue. The number 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power, the number of particles in a mole, was first calculated in 1865 by what Austrian chemist? That's time. The answer is Johann Loschmidt. Toss-up 12. In June 2020, HBO Max pulled the film version of this 1936 novel from its catalog. It begins in the antebellum era and ends post-Reconstruction and is set primarily on the plantation at Tara. What is this Margaret Mitchell masterpiece? McCracken Eden.
Gone with the Wind.
That is correct. Here's your bonus 13. At the local high school, 55 students take AP Stats, 61 students take AP Chemistry, and 32 students take both AP Stats and AP Chemistry. How many students take AP Stats or AP Chemistry?
52. I designate Ella.
52.
Incorrect, Captain.
No answer.
The answer is 84. Toss-up 14. This word can be a noun applying to the 240 million people who speak this language. This word can also be an adjective applying to the 8 countries where it is an official language, which include Guinea-Bissau, Angola, Mozambique, and East Timor. Give this 9-letter word used to describe places and people that use the Portuguese language. That's time. The answer is Lusophone. Lusophone. Toss-up 15. This co-founder of the Brown Trinity Rep Consortium won an Obie Award for the Baltimore Waltz. She later earned a Pulitzer Prize for her drama about Lil Bit and Uncle Peck. Identify the dramatist of How I Learned to Drive. McCracken Eden.
Vogel.
That is correct. It is Vogel. Here's your bonus, 16. It is the home of Zakum Field and has oil reserves estimated at approximately 98.63 billion barrels. It contains divisions such as Dubai and Abu Dhabi. What is this nation made up of states known as Emirates?
United Arab Emirates.
That is correct. Toss up 17. He will build the students a new school. Identify the indirect object in the preceding sentence. Ballard, Alex.
The students.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 18. Give your answer as an inequality if necessary. Find the range of the graph of y equals log base 6 of the quantity x plus 1 closed quantity minus 3.
Greater than -3.
Incorrect, McCracken.
Y is greater than or equal to -3.
Incorrect. The answer is all real numbers. Toss up 19. At the beginning of the second act of this musical, the characters sing to lament that it is too darn hot to go on their dates. And Lily tries to explain to her fiancé, Harrison Howell, that she is being forced to act in a play by gangsters. Meanwhile, Lois admonishes her husband Bill for signing an IOU in Fred Graham's name in Why Can't You Behave? But she later expresses to Bill that she loves him in her own way and always true to you in my fashion. Identify this musical, written by Bella and Samuel Spiewak, with music and lyrics by Cole Porter, based on Shakespeare's comedy The Taming of the Shrew. McCracken Eden.
Kiss Me Kate.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 20. These structures are often icosahedral, and their shape can be described by triangulation numbers. In some viruses, this layer is surrounded by a second lipid envelope. What is this protective covering that surrounds viruses?
Identinate columns.
Capsid.
That is correct. Well, we'll go ahead and check our score. After 20 questions, we have a score of McCracken County 33, Ballard Memorial 2. Let's continue with toss-up 21. Formed by the U.S. Congress on February 24, 1919, it was led by Program Director Herbert Hoover, and in the aftermath of World War I, it delivered millions of tons of needed supplies to Europeans living in war-torn countries. Identify this mission group known as the ARA. McCracken Ella.
American Resources Association.
Incorrect. Ballard Alex.
American Relief Association.
No, it's the American Relief Administration. Toss up 22. For a set of data, the correlation R equals 0.7. As a percent, find R squared for the data. McCracken Pratha.
49%.
That is correct. It is 49%. Here's your bonus, 23. In chemistry, this three-word phrase refers to a process that occurs without an external infusion of energy. This phrase has generally superseded the word spontaneous when referring to a chemical or physical change that happens and is observable. Name this phrase that refers to any action for which the change in Gibbs free energy is less than 0.
No answers.
Incorrect. Ballard?
No answer.
The answer is thermodynamically favored process. Toss up 24. Only female ballet dancers begin this move with an ascension from plie to en pointe, as male dancers never perform this move on their toes. The andedon type of this technique moves in the direction of the single supporting leg. Name this ballet move that involves a complete rotation of the McCracken Ella.
Pirouette.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, 25. Segment AD is a median of triangle ABC. If segment BD has a length of 4 units, find the length in units of segment CD.
Identinate Pratha.
8.
Incorrect. Captain?
No answer.
The answer is 4 units. Toss up 26. This leader, although provoking some wars in order to show dominance over Austria and France, was well known as a conservative leader, using diplomacy to keep peace throughout Europe in the 1870s and 80s. This man, until he was removed from his position by Kaiser Wilhelm II, was the first chancellor of United Germany. Who is this man largely responsible for the unification of modern Germany? Ballard Alex.
Bismarck.
That is correct. It is Otto von Bismarck. Here's your bonus, 27. This novel's title character is a West Indian Hindu living in Trinidad. He liberates himself from his wife's wealthy family by purchasing ramshackle living quarters. Identify this masterpiece by Nobel laureate V.S. Naipaul.
No answer.
Incorrect. McCracken?
A House for Mr. Biswas.
That is correct. Here's toss-up 28. Astronomers use the measurement of this wave feature to determine the brightness of a star. The value of this wave feature is obtained from measuring the height of the tallest part of the wave from the nodal line. What is this wave feature that indicates the amount of energy a wave carries? Ballard Alex.
Amplitude.
That is correct. It is amplitude. Here's your bonus, 29. Be specific. This religious sect's beginnings centered on a school in Seesen, Germany, and its tenets were codified in the 1937 Columbus Platform. Abraham Geiger and Isaac Wise were leading figures in this movement that rejected dietary laws and compulsory yarmulke wearing outside the synagogue. What religious sect's name indicates its modification of traditional Judaism?
Orthodox Judaism.
Incorrect. McCracken?
No answer.
It is Reform Judaism. And toss up 30. Consider the circle with the equation x squared minus 4x plus y squared plus 14y equals negative 28. Find the coordinates of the McCracken Pratha.
2, -7.
That is correct. And that is the end of 30 questions. We're going to go ahead and finalize the score. We'll be right back after this to finish up our championship match on West Kentucky Academic Ball. No, go away. Welcome back to West Kentucky Academic Bowl. We've just finished the championship match of our 2025 tournament. Congratulations to McCracken County High School. You've defeated Ballard Memorial by a score of 37-4. You've just won $8,000 in scholarship cash for your team. And to Ballard Memorial, don't feel too bad. You played very well today, and you're going to keep that $5,000 scholarship cash as well. So congratulations to you all as well. So congratulations to both of our teams here today, and congratulations to all of the academic teams that have participated throughout this season in 2024 and 2025. And to all of you at home, this is Jeremy Krug. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next season on West Kentucky Academic Bowl.